So Duke Farms is a former estate of James Buchanan Duke. Buck Duke was his nickname. And like the other so-called robber barons during the Gilded Age, he created this great estate and opened it for a short time to the public. He created 9 man-made lakes, and he was an interesting character because we would now refer to what he did as kind of being off the grid. He produced all of his own energy, he produced all of his own food for about 400 people who lived here. This was essentially a company town, what he ran. And he had a vision for this place by manipulating the landscape to recreate the rolling hills of Piedmont, North Carolina, where he grew up.
But since 2000, there are 36 unusually warm months, but 0, none, goose egg, unusually cold months, demonstrating that we are indeed seeing a pattern of warming. So, the bottom line, climate change is happening, it's real, it's happening now, it's affecting where you live, New Jersey.
In general, people are increasingly more dependent on electricity and energy. People are transitioning from their landlines to iPhones and other aspects of life. So while consumption may be going down, people are more and more dependent on electricity. And at PSE&G, we've got a pretty amazing track record in terms of reliability, but a lot of times that comes with the territory of people taking it for granted, that it's always going to be there, it's always available.
A lot of the states have the renewable portfolio standard, which requires about 22.5%, 25% of the energy that we get should come from renewable sources like solar, wind, biomass, and other renewable sources that may be coming in the future.
There's a lot of people that care about energy and don't realize it. If you care about fresh water and sanitation, you care about energy. If you care about big business continuity and vulnerability to terrorism, you care about energy. If you care about public health or the availability of food, you care about energy. So energy is huge. It's the second largest industry on the planet after agriculture. It affects almost everything. It affects our daily lives. Just think about your life this morning from the moment your electric alarm clock went off to everything that you did to get here, how many times you make use of our energy infrastructure.
Our goal here at Duke Farms is to have a net zero carbon facility. And let me explain what that means. So in our operations, we want to be as carbon neutral as possible. But that's just our our own operations. This is a facility lots of people come to. So the first stage is just looking at all of our operations, how much carbon we produce, how much carbon we're storing through our restoration efforts, and I'll go into detail on this. And then the second phase is to look at our employees, how much carbon they're producing by coming here to work. And then the third stage, which when I talk about it to people in New York that I report to think I'm in orbit around Pluto, is to look at the carbon produced by our 500,000 visitors a year.
Boundary spanning leadership, to really understand boundary spanning leadership, I first need to help you understand the way CCL, the Center for Creative Leadership, and we've been doing this work for 50 years all over the globe, thinks about leadership. And effective leadership is not, we make a real clear distinction between leader and leadership. And here's the distinction, right? All of you in this room are leaders in your own right, either through the work you do every day that you get paid to do, the work you do in community that maybe you get paid to do or don't get paid to do. You're all in leader roles of some kind or another. But the leadership process involves more than you, and it involves anybody you're working with. Sometimes as the person in the leader role, you're facilitating that process, right? You're making sure that leadership is happening by the way the group interacts and does its work. But leadership is a social process that involves other people.